All right. So I'm sitting here with Wayne and Stacy, and we're talking about the You're Worth It book that we've been using with our clients, and you guys started using. How long ago did you start using the You're Worth It book?
July. So
July. And give me some feedback on what your thoughts of it first, and then what your clients, how it has affected some of your clients.
Well, I think it's a book. It's one of those books that you can read over and over again. Every year you could read it, and it means something different or impact you in a different way. And we used it as a tool in our transformation sessions that go 3 months long, 90-day program that we use. We call it the Little Red Dress, Little Black Tie. But that's how we used it, and just covered a different chapter every week.
And I think for me, from the owner standpoint of the gym, biggest thing for us is culture. And I think when you're trying to build culture and you want to separate yourself from regular gyms, you've got to find creative ways of communicating and providing value to those that come in your door. It's not just about, hey, let me get them a gift. I think it was more about us seeing what the book was, and each day what it delivered for a lot of the people who we see, and a majority of the people who are probably watching this, regular people that are struggling with something or just going through patterns.
And we used it 2 ways. We had a private Facebook group that I posted in every week. And so we covered a chapter in that. We had a newsletter that went out just to those participants that was talking about their diets, their challenges for the week, their exercise. And we had a segment that we talked about the book in there. And then we had Saturday workouts that were just for that group. And we always talked about the book at that Saturday workout in person. So I definitely think it helped to enrich the culture of that group. There's friendships from that last group that you would never have expected to have happened. And it was because people opened up, people were vulnerable, people shared what was going on in their lives. And as you well know, you walk into a gym to lose weight and be fit, but that's not really why people walk into a gym. It's all more of a mental and a mindset, and it turns into something else. And people might not even be able to articulate that when they first start, but it brought out all kinds of stuff.
And the thing about the book was, once we implemented the book, I think it pretty much did the work for us, in the sense that when we just communicated, whether it was a private Facebook group, you just post something and people would have their version of how the book related, and it would start these little discussions amongst people, and then they would go off on themselves and start talking to themselves and kind of getting into, like Stacy said, unusual groups. And unusual in the sense that you would have people that you wouldn't normally have in the same social circle relating to something in the book and going, wow, we relate to that. And that formed groups, and those groups, I think, in terms of business, we don't really look at it as business, because I feel like we're trying to build family, we're trying to build community, but that's a big part of our success, because we want everyone to feel like family, we want everyone to feel like community. And what better gift than, the gift of being able to daily just go, where am I at? How can I reflect? And it's not a hard read.
No. And I think, like I said, I think it started conversations and communication, and partnered with that private Facebook group. It was a safe place for people to comment when they were going through something. And it might not have been the topic of the week, but it was something that was related to what people felt safe. Hey, I'm struggling with this week, or whatever. And we have one client right now who is going through some, depression issues and issues like that. And I saw her and her accountability coach, who was another little red dresser, at a place having coffee this week. And that was a very unlikely partnership that just kind of all came out of the whole program. But the book was definitely a tool that helped us get a little bit deeper in conversations with people that might not have normally have occurred.
I love it. Now, what type of feedback, as far as your clients, did they say about the book?
They love the book.
Oh, they love the book.
They love the book.
They're amazed at how certain weeks, like you'll post something, they're like, I cannot believe this was the topic this week because blah, 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 you know, and
Wow.
newsletter has finished. We don't do a regular newsletter to that group anymore. But we still post in their group and still talk about the book because obviously the book was a lot longer than,
And I think it's a lot of the support that we also got from the author of the book. I think obviously with the relationship that you had us communicate with her, and you know that channel, I think.
but she was on our newsletter mailing list. Like she wanted to see what we were writing, and she was always offering, you know, anything I can do to
She
help.
got hurt and was in a cast.
Oh yeah, I knew
and
all about her. foot
Delivered
issues,
delivered
like
the
we had-
books. Yeah. So I mean, it wasn't just a lot of the times you buy things, and with us we like to get like small gifts to show our appreciation because you always want to show retention. You want to show them that appreciation. But I feel like this is one of those gifts that just carried on giving back multiple times, and it didn't just have to be the person that we gave the book to. It's, oh, my friend saw I was reading the book, so I wanted to order a book, or I'm letting someone borrow the book, or something like that. It was more of an impactful thing, and I think it makes our list as.
Yeah, and we use it with that group, but we also use it with our private clients and our semis, and we give it to those two groups as well. But I've also said to Wayne, look, I just talked to so-and-so and this person's really going through something right now. Do you care if I give her a book? And like, just one, that you noticed, and two, that you thought enough that, you know, I didn't even know a lot about the situation. I just said, hey, this is something I've been reading and I really think that it might help you right now. And the person was so touched by that, you know, it's not meant to be that, but it's become an add value for us big time,
Right.
you know.
I love it. Wayne, you said something. I want to show you guys the book. Here it is right here. Easy read, about 140 pages, 52 weeks. Each week is broken down to 2 to 3 pages, mostly 2 pages, with places for them to write. And so we use it on a weekly basis, and we talk about it in groups as people come through. What's cool is your founding members, your members in here longest, they'll start having conversations with the new people because they've been through it, and so they're there for support too. But you said something a while back, Wayne, that really hit me. You said that you could actually, I think what you told me, you could tell a difference between talking to 2 ladies, which one's reading a book, which one's not. I think that's something you said in the past.
Like in the
So
group, it was obvious. In the group that we had, so for example, like, we're going to rewind. The exercise for the iTrain Studio for us is a tool. Do you know what I mean? It's not the main focus. Ultimately, yes, we'll get you the results. We'll help you lose weight, but you're not coming to us for that. You do say like Stacy says, you're coming to us, but there's underlying issues that, you know, we're trying to help you with. And we have various things within once we get you in, because a lot of gyms, once you're inside the gym, it's, hey, we got you in. It's okay. We got to focus on everybody that's coming in, but we've focused on retention more than ever in the last couple, like 8 months, and we've noticed that's made a difference. And in running the Red Dress program, the girls that did read the book and the girls that didn't read the book, you could tell, because when either things got tough or like situations, whether it was food, whether it was mental, whether it was family, whether it was life, which all happened regardless of what diet you're on, the way they reacted to things, you could tell the girls that were on the book, the way that they kind of rode the wave. Do you know what I mean? It was more of a, I'm going to ride the wave rather than I need to figure this out. Okay, I got it. Even though they had the support, the girls that had the book sort of had this, like,
They were more engaged in the whole process too. You know, the ones that were reading the book were definitely, you could tell, we're at the right, you know, we're all in different places in different seasons, and they were in the right mindset that they were taking every tidbit we were giving them and using it in their lives.
Wow, I love what you said, Wayne. Most gym owners, they focus on exercise and nutrition when anybody can go get that anywhere, any corner, and everybody's, oh, my exercise program is better. No, it's not. I'm sorry, it's not. When it really comes down to it, if you're moving and you're eating halfway correctly, you're going to lose weight. I mean, it's
correct.
To provide more deeper services like you're talking about. You're not focusing on that. That's something you're going to get to. Let's focus on building your person and creating that community. That's the playground people need to be at. That's what's going to really carve out, make you different, and bring you more. And you also made a fundamental switch 8 months ago, which most people are scared to do, is you started heading the retention route.
Correct.
And so how does that impacted your business? Because, when I talk to club owners, they understand retention, they want it, but they're so scared to take their foot off the pedal on lead generation because they want 20, 30, 40 clients a month coming in the door when they really can't handle it in the great proper retention. So how did that switch, when you flip that, how did it impact your business, and is it created a more stable business for you?
I've always loved pushing culture, wanting to push culture in the gym, and it magnified that. It brought it to a level where it wasn't just I was trying, I'm actually doing it, to a point that you feel it when you're walking here, you see it, whether it's, boards on my wall of people's birthdays and, people coming in, new members, whatever it is that we've added. And I was scared initially, because initially it's like, they're already here and you've got that loyalty and you've I've got some of these people that have been with me 5 years, 10 years, sometimes 15 years. And to a certain extent, they're the most important ones because they are not a commercial or an ad. I get more people coming here than anything I post on Facebook. If somebody says, hey, I know a guy, I love the guy, he's an amazing guy, he's in an amazing place. Do you know what I'm saying? And when you start focusing on getting people in for us, I started hearing a couple of the clients we had say, oh, that's nice, they're getting big, but what about us? And it's what about us? What about us? And as much as, you're focused on trying to build, you also got to maintain the house. Because you get just constantly building, but if the house carries on falling apart, who cares what you build? Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, and I would also add to that I don't think, we don't have to run a contest to get a testimony put on Google or Facebook. Our clients want to do it. We have someone starting to write blogs for us now, and she was excited that we asked her to do that because she feels so passionately about here. I will tell you, a lot of those are the transformation girls.
Correct.
They're from the Little Red Dress. They are our tried and true because we've established a relationship with them, a deep relationship. And many of them are young moms who can't really afford in their budgets to be here, but figure it out because this is how important it is. And it's not about losing weight anymore. It's about they belong here. This is part of their life,
And the great thing about them is because we put this time in them, and it's not a monetary investment, they're the ones that are consistently posting about us on Facebook, sharing our stuff, telling people, freaking out, wearing our shirts wherever they go, running around. And because of that, we get multiple people asking about us. And the initial investment is not a financial investment. It's totally something different. And because it's genuinely coming from them wanting to and not, it's priceless, I think.
Wow. I love it. Yeah. So to get people to refer, you've got to go deeper. You can't. And I love that when you really change somebody from the inside out fundamentally, it's in us that we want to help our fellow man. It's part of our duty. It's part of what our calling is, to help somebody else. And it sounds like you guys have started that snowball effect. Now you got to do is keep
for accountability coaches, everyone says yes. We don't have to pound the pavement
easy.
for accountability.
That's easy
because they know what they got out of a program. They want to be involved. The Little Red Dress that I went through back in February, there was 8 of us. All 8 of them were accountability coaches for the second set of Little Red Dressers that went through. And there was 27 the second time they went through. But we all had 3 to 4 people that we were in charge of helping through the program. And we had been through it. We had not had carbs for 2 weeks. We knew what that felt like. And so we were the perfect people to do that. But flipping a little bit, the other thing that we're doing with retention, we have been having some referral programs. We did the 21-day. We've had some kind of pushes. So the month of December is all about our clients. We're not doing a heavy new member push. We are having a whole week where we do special workouts just for fun, that we have theme days. Maybe you wear red and green one day, you put your favorite sports jersey on a second day.
Games.
We'll have food, and we end that week with our Christmas party on Friday night. But during the week, we have We have a partnership with a company called Restore, which is cryotherapy and compression and things like that, a real strong partnership with them. They're coming to us to give B12 shots, and we're going to them for a night that the place is closed except for us to go in and do compression and all kinds of things. We have a partnership with Clean Eats. So we're swapping our services that week with them the week before Christmas when people are busy and need to just go get a healthy meal. So we're just trying to make the month of December not a, hey, can you refer this? Can you sell this for us? Just thanks for being here and have a great time.
And for a lot of gym owners that are in places that are like saturated, where everybody's attacking the market, trying to get everybody in because of that rush, it is a smart time to focus in on your clients and focus in on, you know, bring a friend, stuff that you can do internally using them while showing them that you care about them. Because in reality, out of those 30 days in December, we don't really see many of our clients that much. With holidays, vacation, being away, it's a good time just to kind of focus on them. And then, you know, probably last week of December, that's when you should probably start hitting the ground running before January and not on January 1st. Okay, so you got to hit it before January 1st so you build the momentum and you get them. A lot of gym owners will start January 1st, I got to get them. It's too late, January 1st. Okay, too late.
But we want, when they're going to their holiday parties, for them to have gone for something cool here with us that week that maybe, you know, everybody's
Staff
talking
parties,
about, oh, I've ate so
talking
much
about us.
January, I need to go somewhere. And we want us to be the first friend on their minds.
I love it. I love it. So yeah, you guys are doing with your accountability coaches what we do with our pay it forward coaches. They just come beside, and it's so cool to see that happening, because the support that they're getting from other members is just over and above, and it's something that is a communication that it's hard for us owners to convey, because no matter where you're at as far as your owner, in the back of every member's mind is like, would they still like me if I didn't pay? It's going to be there. But when you have your member-to-member connections and they're working with each other, there's none of that. There's no expectation. They just know they're there to help and support them, and they care about them. So definitely.
Members notice when somebody's not there. Like, it's helpful to, you know, we're training at different times of day. If somebody comes in, you don't really, oh wow, so-and-so hasn't been in for 2 weeks. Yeah, a lot of times I'd like to say we catch that, but it's nice when there's another member saying, hey, wait, I haven't seen you for, you know, what's going on, kind of thing. Like that, it's just helpful.
Well, cool. Thank you guys so very much. I definitely know this will help some other gym owners. Hopefully go deeper. So I thank you for allowing having this. If you guys want to know about the book, I'll put a link below. You'll have Louise's contact number. Go straight to her cell number. You can talk to her. She loves talking to people.
She loves. And even if you just get one copy and read it for yourself, I guarantee that you'll
find a way to use it.
Yeah, and tell her the Lion King sent you.
The Lion King. I love it. I'll make sure I tell her that. That is so awesome.